For those who don't know what as well surf scaling is, it means that you're going to raise the budget throughout the day, and you do that on purpose. So Facebook will just spend more money. If the product is making good money, you will do it, but at midnight you will reset the amount again. So you can see we also did like surf scaling, and I believe we put the budget from like 50 to like 300 or 400 throughout the day. We just do that. And guys, the way that we are surf scaling is as follows. Between 8:30 and 9 a.m., if you see that your campaign is on at least a 30% profit margin, what you're going to do, you're going to double or even x3, so triple your budget. And then around 1 p.m., you're going to put the budget again back to the original budget. And then after that, around 4:30 and 5 p.m., you're going to double or triple the budget again. And then at the end of the day, you're going to reset at midnight the budget again to original budget. Now, I know this sounds a little bit like confusing, but the reason why we do it is because in the end, you will spend more money and your ROAS will also stay the same. But if you're going to have this budget in the beginning of the day, it is going to spend a lot of times where there's not a lot of traffic on Facebook. It won't spend a lot of money. That's why in this particular method, you can see it maybe even kind of like day parting. So like on several moments of the day, we spend a lot of money and some we don't. And in this particular way, we really milk out everything out of the product. And this strategy, by the way, works amazing in Germany and in UK, in those big markets. Netherlands also, by the way, also works very amazing. So you can see we spent here like 88 bucks on that day, and we saw it's a winning product because why? And you can also like see it by the metrics. $88 spent, 155 clicks, which is almost like X2, 23 add to cart, 7 purchases, 4 ROAS, and the break-even ROAS of this particular product is 1.5, by the way, so it's amazingly profitable. 57 cents cost per click. CTR 7.8%. The CPMs are crazy high, by the way, but it doesn't matter. We're still printing. So the next day, what we did directly with this particular product, you can see it in here, we spent 372. So we basically upped the budget from $50 to like around 300, I believe, or 200 in the next day. And we just kept on surf scaling again. And you see again, you know what happens with like the ROAS, it dipped a little bit to 2.1. So then we're like, maybe we should find kind of a sweet spot. And let's see what's going to happen. So let's go to the 6th day, for example. In here, how is that running again? Because we saw that the ROAS dipped, you know, we still made profit, but like very minimal. We lowered it a little bit, and you can see in here on this particular day, the ROAS was again not a shit. So I know a lot of people, they always ask me, hey Faruk, I found this particular product is running good, it's finally making money, and then a few days later they message me, hey Faruk, the product is shit again, like what do I need to do? I don't know how to revive it. Bro, we have it also all the time. Look at this, we were like struggling, we just found our uptrend, and then the next day, boom, it was shit again. Look, we spent $1.6K and we had a revenue of 2K GBP, which is maybe like 2.5K dollars. You know, it's also kind of depressing for us. But yeah, what did we do different the next day? Because so you know it, we kept on testing new products. You can also see it here by the revenue. Some new products, they were hitting some nice ROASs. Let's go to the next day. 7th of October, we spent 1.3K in dollars and we had a revenue of 2.4K GBP, which are like 3K. So what did we do? You can see in here, the average ROAS here is 2.1, but we downscaled a bit and the performance was also getting better. This was on Monday, 2.5, 4.0, and you see it, we're just playing with the budgets all the time. We're just trying to find the sweet spot. There never isn't really that I can tell you like, bro, you have to literally scale like this. When this happens, you do that. It's also a little bit of instinct, you know? You have to understand that.